and I'm starting to work into a new phase of my career, and I honestly don't know if I'll ever be back here again. But if that's the case, I just want to say thank you for all these years, all the support, y'all showing up and allowing us to do what we do.
What it do, Murphy, WWE crew. WWE yesterday, WWE today, WWE forever. Welcome to the Murphy family, WWE. So, WWE Universe. You seen that clip there, or you heard that clip, the audio of that clip. So that clip was taken Saturday night at a WWE house show, main event house show. And that is our tribal chief, the undisputed WWE Universal Champion. Yeah, those are his words, directly from his mouth. He took the mic, took center stage after his match at this house show, and that's what he said. He said he's entering into a new phase of his career, and he doesn't know if he'll ever return to Jersey. That's New Jersey. That's where the house show was. He said he doesn't know if he'll ever return to Jersey, and in the event that he does it, and that's his last appearance, he just wanted to say thank you. What does this mean? Of course, everyone's speculating. The immediate thoughts of, Roman is going to Hollywood. We've seen it so many times. WWE is always the launching ground and the catapulting for Hollywood's next biggest and greatest superstars. Of course, The Rock, one of the biggest superstars in Hollywood. He's grossed hundreds of millions of dollars in Hollywood. And then even more recent, John Cena, another big name, one of the biggest and greatest to ever do it in WWE, and now he's in Hollywood. And WWE's come secondary, right? And then Dave Bautista, he's fully retired from the business now, from WWE, so he's fully in Hollywood. At least The Rock and Cena, they're still considered part-timers, if you will. We're hoping, or the hopes were, to get The Rock next year at WrestleMania, against the man we're speaking of, the man of the hour, Roman Reigns. That was a dream match that we were all hoping to see. And now it looks like, Roman Reigns may be another. He may be another heading to Hollywood, and he's dabbled in it, and we all knew it was going to come. Roman has the look, he has the charisma, the personality, and he's really been sharpening his acting skills, his acting tools. Playing his current role as tribal chief. That is a role, and that's a tough role to play, and he's been playing it very, very well. I mean, he's knocked it out of the park. And he's been literally carrying WWE on his back, for the better part of 2 years. So, I think he'll thrive in Hollywood. A lot of people, I'm seeing reactions. A lot of people are hating on him, saying, "Oh, well, he doesn't carry the big name like The Rock, like John Cena." I push back on that because I believe he does. Of course, The Rock and John Cena were in the business, in the WWE, when wrestling was a bigger deal. It was a much bigger deal when they were here, especially The Rock, the Attitude Era. That era of wrestling will never be matched, I don't think. And even John Cena, the Attitude Era as well. That era of wrestling, that's something we'll never see again. And this era that Roman is in is a lot different, and I think he's thrived. I definitely believe he's the biggest star in the industry. That's a fact. That's on all, in any promotion, WWE, AEW, whatever, wherever you want to go, New Japan Wrestling. Roman Reigns is the biggest thing out right now. And it's been that way for the last couple of years. His character has been great. I've enjoyed it. A lot of people hate on it, but I've absolutely enjoyed his character. I love this version of Roman Reigns. And, if it is true, if he is leaving, I'd hate to see that because he's at the top of his game. He's literally at the top. He's literally carrying the business. What's that going to do to the business? Because WWE does not have, in my opinion, they do not have a star in place to replace Roman Reigns and to carry the company like Roman Reigns is. They do not. They have guys. I'm not saying that Roman is all they have. I'm just saying they don't have a big of a name as Roman Reigns. I mean, of course you have guys like Drew McIntyre. Of course you have Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare. Of course you have Seth Rollins, and you got younger guys like Braun Breaker coming up and Matt Riddle. Of course you got guys like Randy Orton. He can always carry the company when needed. I love all those guys. I love all those names, and I want to see them all thrive and, carry, have an opportunity as champion and all that. But I just don't think they can carry it like Roman Reigns is, And a lot of people hate on Roman Reigns, and they say that he's boring and it's stale. And me personally, I disagree. I think it's been great, and a lot of people they're just upset that. He's been on top for so long, and the reason is because there's no one else. I just think you put those titles on someone else, people will be happy for a moment, but I don't think it'll last long. They'll be happy because it's someone new. After seeing Roman Reigns carry it for so long, they'll be very, very happy and very, very excited. But I think it'll just run stale. Like for instance, Drew McIntyre. A lot of people saying, "Oh, he's the guy. He's going to be the guy to dethrone Roman Reigns." And, last title run Drew McIntyre had. Now, albeit it was during the pandemic, it's unfortunate, that was that era where there were no fans in stadiums, and, he carried the title in the WWE studio. And that was tough. That was a tough time period. But, after a while, that stuff ran stale. One, because there's no opponents. The chase, it's always easier for the chase, when you're on the chase for the title. It's always easier. But once you grab it, once you win it, it comes tough. It becomes tough. During the chase, everyone's going to cheer for you. During the chase, everyone's going to be excited for you because you're chasing it, especially, guys chasing Roman Reigns, because it seemed like they would never get there. They would never reach it. And then so on the chase, everyone's going to be behind you. The universe is going to be cheering. They're going to be going crazy. And when you win it, it's going to be an unbelievable moment. Roman's had the titles for so long, and now he has both of them. So whether he drops one or whether he drops both, the crowd, they're going to be, they're going to go crazy. The universe is going to go crazy. But then once you reach it, it's going to be difficult to keep everyone interested. So there's just not enough guys, in my opinion. Now, what does this mean for Cody Rhodes? Also, Cody Rhodes could be that guy. What if they jump Drew McIntyre and it's Cody Rhodes? Of course, Cody Rhodes is hot. He's the hottest thing right now coming in. The biggest face in the company, if you will. After his 6-7 years away from WWE, and he comes back, and his father, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, and that story. I would have loved to see the story go longer. I don't want Cody to win it so soon. My booking on Cody, I want him to have some solid feud, SummerSlam, and throughout the fall, and then Cody wins the Royal Rumble, and then Cody goes to WrestleMania and wins it that way. That's how I would love to see it. But the way Roman was talking, will he make it that long? Will he make it to WrestleMania, to drop the titles at WrestleMania? I don't know. Of course, you got SummerSlam coming up. Of course, today it's WrestleMania Backlash, and Roman's in a 6-man tag, and that's weird as well. He's not even defending his title. So I think WWE, they're just in limbo. They don't know what to do. They don't know how to book it. I think this news hit them. And, it hit them out of nowhere. And they're trying to shuffle and see what's best and see what to do, how to do it. And because it makes no sense. In WrestleMania Backlash, he's in the 6-man tag match. It's not a one-on-one against Drew McIntyre or Shinsuke Nakamura, which seemed like that was going to be the route. And it looks like the Usos was going to face RK Bro for a championship unification. Everything was just kind of scratched and changed around. And there's really been no explanation for it. And I think this is why. I think this news hit WWE, some weeks back, a few weeks back, maybe right after WrestleMania. And they don't know what to do. That's what it's looking like to me. And then Roman had a big injury at WrestleMania. That's why that match ended abruptly as it did. It ended with a lot of time left, a good like 15 minutes left before the midnight hour. So there was a lot of questions about that, but that was a legitimate injury. And WWE covered it up, and that's why, I'm assuming also that's why Roman's not in the singles match. So I don't know. It's going to be very, very interesting. I would love to hear your take on this and hear your thoughts about all this. I'm going to try to remain positive and think that he's not leaving fully, and maybe, again, this was at a house show, so maybe Roman's been working house shows for months now, man. All year, really. He's been working house shows since the WWE's been back, out on tour. He's been working every house show. I've been to some of them. I've seen them. And that's kind of rare as well. So maybe I'm going to be optimistic, and maybe Roman was just saying he's not going to do house shows anymore. Because, again, it was the house show was Main Event, which is a weekly show that they do. Maybe he was just saying bye to Main Event. He's not going to be on the Main Event house shows anymore. So one can hope and dream and imagine that that's what he was talking about. That's what he was referring to. That's what he was saying goodbye to. But again, I think it's a little bigger than that. But one can keep their fingers crossed. WWE losing Roman Reigns right now, that'll just be very, very big. That'll be a major loss. So I hope not. But if he is gone, for sure, I believe he'll still be a part-timer, right? But, it's tough. Being a full-time WWE superstar, it is tough. And being the top dog, you're working house shows, you're working every main event, you're winning every main event. It's a lot of work, man. Being a WWE superstar is a lot of work. The grind, the hustle, 300 days a year on the road. It's a lot. It's a lot, but they get paid good money to do it. So I don't know, but I knew Hollywood would come calling, but I just didn't think it would be this early, this soon. But there must be a role on the table. There must be something on the table in Hollywood for Roman Reigns, for this news to abruptly hit us. So we'll stay tuned and we'll see what happens, and we'll go from there, man. We will go from there. Now, I also noticed at the house shows, Roman was taking the mic a lot and thanking the crowd a lot. Even before this weekend, he was doing that a lot. He was breaking his character and really talking to the crowd after the house shows. And superstars do that a lot, but Roman doing it and breaking his character and doing it, that was something different. So I don't know if he starts doing it after the premium live events, and he starts doing it after Monday Night Raw or after Friday Night SmackDown. Then yeah, he's definitely on his way out. Again, I'm keeping my fingers crossed that maybe it was just the house shows that he's leaving. He's going to stop doing those. But if he starts breaking his character and thanking the crowds, again after premium live events and Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown, then yeah, something's definitely up. So we'll keep a close eye on it. You guys keep a close eye on it. Keep me informed. Keep me in the loop. DM me on Instagram if you know anything, or in the comments. Drop comments and talk to your boy, man. But this is some shocking news ahead of WrestleMania Backlash. It broke last night. I seen it last night. I was just I was in the bed when I seen it, and I was a little too lazy to get up and make a video about it. So here we are. It's early Sunday morning here on the West Coast. Happy Mother's Day, by the way. All the mothers out there, to your mother, to your aunt, to your sister, to your wife, significant other, whatever it is. Happy Mother's Day to them. And, you know, from the Murphy family, WWE, to all the mothers out there, happy Mother's Day. You guys enjoy WrestleMania Backlash a little later. We'll be on here to talk all about it. We'll probably go live. So make sure you have those notification bells turned on. And if you haven't joined the family yet, smash that subscribe button and join the family, baby. WWE yesterday, WWE today, WWE forever. I'm the WWE Universe. You're the WWE Universe. Together, we are the WWE Universe. Happy WrestleMania Backlash Sunday and happy Mother's Day. Murphy out. Peace.
I've been around for a minute. In this year, we started in 2012. And we've been running this industry for over a decade now, so it's very fortunate. We had a good event last night. We backtracked on what we did. Now we went to conference, 5 hours, and I can tell you that this is it could be a group schedule. And everybody back there, they bust their butts to do what we do, but we would never be able to do it without you. It's y'all's energy that allows us to kick out every single night, everybody's through the struggle, through this pain. And I think it goes without saying, the WWE Universe is the best fan base in all of entertainment. And I've been here many times, you know what I'm saying? I've been here probably a couple times for the past year now. And I'm starting to go into a new phase of my career. And I honestly don't know if I'm going to be back here again. But if that's the case, I just want to say thank you for all these years, all the support, and y'all showing up and y'all having a good year.